Hey everybody, today we're setting up a tarp tent. Stick around. Tick, 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 boom. Hey guys, thanks for joining me today. We're out in the woods on my property today, and we're going to set up a tarp tent. What I did is start searching online, and I found a couple of really cool setups, and this is the one that I use the most when I am out tarp camping with my Tent Smith tarp, because it affords a lot of room. It's easy to set up, and actually it's pretty warm inside. So let's get started. All right guys, so we're going to start off like we always start off with our ridgeline, and I'm actually doing this close to the ground. It's a lot easier to do the camera work. So we're going to start off with a bowline knot. This is just regular 550 cord, and wrap it around the tree. Have your bowline, you open it up and grab your cord in between there, and what that gives you is a loop out here. Take a tent stake, put it down through, and then pull the working end of your ridge line that's going to go towards the other tree. Just go ahead and pull it tight, and there you have a quick release for your ridge line. That's side one. All right guys, so now we're on the other end. This is where we're going to tie off our ridge line, this tree right here, and we're just going to take the working end of our rope, our 550 cord, run it around the tree just like that, and we're going to make a trucker's hitch over here. So again, what we're going to need is probably about 12 to 18 inches over here so that we have a fulcrum to pull against. So, and how we do that is with a marline or with a marline spike hitch. So start off with a taut. All you're going to do is make a loop in the rope just like that. So all you're doing is taking it, twisting it over on itself. You get a loop right there. Take that loop, reach through it with your fingers, and grab the line that's running to your tree and pull on it. What that does is it gives you this little loop right here. With that loop, what you're going to do is take your end and put it through the loop, pull the excess out, and what do you got? You got something to pull against. So what we can do here though is to make this knot a little bit easier is loop it through 2 times. And what this will do will basically make it so that it will bite when it's tightened up. So when you pull against it like this and it gets nice and tight, you can let go of it and it's not going to move, and it stays really tight. And then you can go ahead and tie your knot onto it to secure it. So, but that's a little tip and trick that I found absolutely useful. So I'm going to go ahead and set this up top, and we'll continue on in a second. All right guys, so I've staked out the back 2 corners. This is going to be the front of my tent right here. So back 2 staked in, they're pulled tight, they're stretched, nice taut fabric. What I'm going to do is take the corners now, and instead of putting them right in the corners, I'm actually going to bring them in to, right here's the center. I'm going to bring them in to about, I don't know, that's probably about 18 inches from where the center point would be. And I'm going to do that on both sides. So this one comes in to right about here, stretch it tight, jam it in the ground. Same thing on the other side. It's going to be right about here. I pull it in, stake that into the ground, making it nice and tight. Just like that. Now what that leaves me is, that's my door. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring you a little bit closer so I can show you exactly how I set up the center of the tent. Because there's two ways of doing it. One is with a center pole, and if I don't have to have a center pole, I don't use it. If I can have a ridge line and have the center of the tarp pulled up by the ridge line, I'm all for that, because that leaves me in a completely open space on the inside, and it's huge, guys. All right, guys, so here's my ridge line that I ran earlier. Here's a prusik that I have hanging from it. I'm going to get you a little bit closer as well. I'm going to show you how to tie these knots because they're a lifesaver. So what I've done is made a quick release on my tarp, doing the same way I always do, with a bow line and a toggle. And I'm going to bring this on up. This is my 550 cord holding up the center of the tarp. I just pass it right on through that prusik. As you can see, it starts pulling the top of the tent up. But how's it going to stay up there? Well, this is a self-tensioning knot that I'm going to show you. So you're through it, you just go ahead and pinch it off up here so it doesn't keep coming down on you. You're going to take the working end of your rope, and this is the taut side of it. You're going to wrap it around once, and then you're going to go climb up it. So it's once, twice, 3 times. What that does is it creates almost like an impromptu prusik on itself. Now you got this free end. You're going to bring it down through and tie it off underneath of where you started. With just a regular old half hitch is fine. What that does is now I can adjust this. If I need it up higher, I can just there, and because it's a prusik, it holds against itself. Alright guys, so there's the tarp setup. So if you don't have the luxury of a ridge line, you can put a center pole in, and sometimes you have to do that because there aren't trees or anything like that. If you have to use that method, then put a shemagh or something over top of the stick to protect the top of your tarp. If it gets stormy and it gets rainy, or if you want some more privacy, you take these 2 stakes in the center, move them closer together, and then you can flap this tarp over like that, and that actually you can secure it over here as well. And in storms, you're going to be snug as a bug in a rug. Alright guys, thanks for joining me today. I really appreciate it. Today we went over a tarp setup that I think is really underserved in the bushcraft community. I haven't seen that many videos on it. I haven't seen that many people even use it. Most people use a lean-to or an Adirondack type of shelter. This shelter serves really, really well in the winter, and it serves really, really well when it's just super cold outside, which obviously would be winter. So you can actually heat the inside of it with one of those little candle lanterns, because the thick tarp material is going to provide quite a bit of insulation, and as long as you have that bottom little gap where the tarp meets the ground, if you have that filled up, you're not going to get any cold air in there. You're going to be pretty warm. I've been into it down to 18 degrees, 17 degrees, and been just fine with just an MMS sleep system. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope this opens something up for you. Go out there, try it out. Let me know what you think. Throw it in the comments. And guys, I want you to know I really do enjoy making these videos for you. I really like it when you throw some comments down there and let me know your thoughts on things, because that's how I learn. And I love to learn about the bushcrafting, and I love to learn about being outside and making this an art form, and learning the science of being out here. It really increases the enjoyability. So hit the like button, hit the share button, throw some comments down there, let people know I'm out here. And until next week, guys, Get out of the inside and into the outside. Take care. The axe is the tool of the bushcrafter. Not as clumsy or random as a shotgun, an elegant tool for a more civilized age.